Hi, Tana Marshall here with your Feel Good Friday message, and it is November, National Caregivers Month. So I'm going to talk to you about being a caregiver. I'm going to talk to the caregivers. I'm here with my mom's picture. I'm wearing her sweater. Still smells like her, which I love. I'm going to share with you some resources that'll help you, that I have found helpful, that I've created for you. And hopefully it'll help you on your journey if you yourself are a caregiver. So this is a really crazy, intense job. If you find yourself in this role full-time, kudos to you. My heart goes out to you. I did it full-time for about 8 years. I was in this role for varying degrees for about 15. My dad asked me to move in with my mom when he was dying about 15 years ago, which I did, and she was pretty self-sufficient, although she'd had a freak accident and lost the sight in her left eye the year before he died, but she was still pretty independent and she could take care of herself at that point. But I took over things more and more slowly, and around the time I got laid off from my job at Capitol Records in 2008, she required more and more time and attention and care. So by 2010, I needed to make sure that I was here all the time or had somebody here with her if I wasn't here. And fortunately, I was able to grow into this role and create new routines and whatever needed to happen for her care, and also trying to take care of myself. But a lot of people are just thrust into this role for whatever reason. Maybe a loved one falls or has an illness and they all of a sudden need somebody there all the time. So if you find yourself in this role, I want to tell you I support you. And that's one of the reasons I've done a lot of these videos for caregivers, because it can be very isolating and you can feel very alone. And a lot of times there's one person in the family fulfilling this role, and other people either are busy or they live far away, and it just all falls on you. Or like me, I just happened to be the one who lived closer. I wasn't married at the time, and so I was able to move in with my mom and take care of her, and that was just the role that I assumed. You know, my family was there if I needed them, and they did help, but about 98% of the time it was me. And for a lot of years, my nieces both helped, which was great. And I had to hire caregivers. We've had neighbors that have helped, which is incredible. I am going to be forever grateful to them for all the help they provided for me, and to the caregivers that I hired. But man, it is not easy, and your life is on hold, and this is your life. And you kind of get lost in the mix, but it still is very valid and it's important. And I realized over the years that I'm an expert on mom, because I take pride in my work. And whatever job I had, I wanted to do it to the best of my ability. I wanted to give 110%. And so I kind of got into that mode with my mom, and I took everything very seriously, her health and her mental status and her happiness and what she's eating and the supplements she's taking and exercise and making sure she's got some social interaction. She went to daycare. So a lot of this I actually put in this book I wrote. I wrote this in 2014, The Enlightened Caregiver, because I feel like the way I handled everything, I tried to do it to the best of my ability, but also in an enlightened way. And my mom was very proud of this, and I'm glad that she was still somewhat able to understand what was going on when I wrote it, and appreciate that I put this all down for other caregivers. So the beginning of the book actually is about self-care for the caregiver, because that is the most important part. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you've got nothing to give to anybody else, especially the person that you are caring for. So this is available on Amazon. I will put the link below the video here on YouTube, so you can access it if you want. And hopefully you will find that helpful. But I put all the routines in there that I had in place for my mom, for all of those aspects of her life that I just mentioned. And there are a lot more that I put in place over the years, because she was here 4 more years after I wrote the book. And obviously things changed and evolved, and maybe one day I'll update it and I'll include everything that I did up until the end, because all of that is valuable and helpful and necessary if you're caring for somebody and you are going to be in that role for the rest of their lives. So I just want to make sure that you have resources for yourself to help you stay sane and stay healthy and take care of your own well-being while you're in this role, because sometimes you just are kind of stuck there and you're there until the role is over. I also have a playlist here on my YouTube channel that's for caregivers, and it's all about all the different aspects of caregiving that I have gone through, different things that I have had to deal with, whether it's physical issues or emotional issues during the process or after my mom passed, because that's a whole thing that you have to deal with after they're gone too. You have to take care of all the physical stuff, all of their affairs, all of the paperwork, distribution of stuff, cleaning out their space, their home. I mean, it just feels kind of endless, and it can take a long time, especially if you're the one doing the majority of the work. So that is valid too. You're still kind of a caregiver even after they're gone, because you're still taking care of all the stuff that was left behind. So this month I'm going to be doing a few different videos for caregivers, because we all need support, and I want you to know that I'm here for you. And if there's any way I can support you, if there's any topic that you would like me to cover as a caregiver, leave a comment below and let me know. I would be happy to do that for you, because I feel like I have experienced every aspect of being a caregiver over all of these years, and if my experience can help you, I want to provide that for you. So let me know. So again, I just want to tell you, please take care of yourself, and I honor you for what you're doing, for giving up a portion of your life to take care of somebody else. And just know that whether or not they can acknowledge it and let you know that they appreciate it, even if they've gotten to a point where their personality is different and they've kind of gotten ornery or difficult, and they don't seem appreciative, on some level they know it and they appreciate it. And especially when that person is gone, that person's spirit is going to be hanging around and going, oh my God, thank you so much for making my life the way it was and making it good towards the end. So just know that your efforts are appreciated, whether or not you realize it. And if nothing else, just know that I am sending you appreciation, because I know how that felt a lot of times. Sometimes people say, oh, you're doing such a great job. But other times there's just nothing, and it's just you and the person, and that's your life. So I appreciate you, and your loved one appreciates you, whether they're expressing it or not, whether you realize it or not, they do. So I hope that helps a little bit. I just want you to hang in there and take care of yourself. And check out the other videos here, and hopefully those will help you in this journey and in this situation as well. So if you enjoyed this video, click the thumbs up. And if you enjoy these videos and you want more, remember to subscribe and hit the little bell, and you'll get notified every time there's a new video up. I do a new one every Friday. I just started a new segment called LOA of the Day, where I'm sharing law of attraction demonstrations in my life, so you can understand how they happen in your life as well. And leave your comments below if there's anything that you would like to share. Other caregivers can benefit from your comments and experience and your recommendations as well. So thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you being here. Also, if you'd like these messages delivered to your inbox every Friday, you can jump over to my website, tanamarshall.com, and get on the mailing list. You'll get special notes from me every once in a while that only go out to my list. So have a great weekend. If you're a caregiver, please take care of yourself and know that I'm with you, and I will see you next time. Take care.